Okay, so we're going to start today by going over scatter plots. A scatter plot is a graph that shows a relationship between two sets of data. Okay, so the scatter plot shows the relationship between the ages of the trees in Jane's yard and the height of the trees. So we're going to use this scatter plot here to answer these questions. It says, what is the age of the tree that is 8 feet tall? So we're going to find 8 feet, and height is on the y-axis. So here's 8 feet, and I'm going to go over, and there's only one dot on the 8-foot axis line, and that would be 6 years. Okay, so the only tree that is 8 feet tall is 6 years old. Okay, how many trees are 3 years old? So now we're looking at years. So if there's 2 and this is 4, 3 would be right in the middle. So we're looking at all the trees that are on the middle section between 2 and 3. So that would be these 2 trees. So how many trees are 3 years old? There's 2 of them. Okay, how many trees are more than 6 feet tall? So more than means I'm not going to include 6 feet, right? So here's 6. There are 2 trees that are more than 6 feet tall. Okay, do you see how easy this is? Okay, if a squirrel climbs to the top of each tree that is 6 years old, how far has the squirrel climbed? All right, so if the squirrel climbs to the top of each tree that is 6 years old, so here's 6 years old. One tree is 8 foot and one tree is 10 foot. So how far has he climbed? Well, if he's climbed both of them, 10 plus 8 is 18. So that means he has climbed 18 feet. Which height has the greatest frequency? So we're going to look at height. So we've got 0. This would be 1 foot. 2 foot, there's none. 3 foot, 2. 4 foot, there's 1. 5 foot is 1. 6 foot is 1. 8 foot is 1. 10 foot is 1. So the only one that has more than one measurement would be the 3 feet. Okay. All right, let's look down here. Explain how the number of minutes the candle burns is related to the height of the candle. Okay, so look at this. If the candle is burning for 20 minutes, it's got the height of 30 centimeters. And then 40 minutes, it went to 24 centimeters. 60 minutes, it went to 16. 80, it's at 14. Okay, 120, it's at 8. 140, it's at 6. So what's happening? What's the scale? It's going down, right? So we would say as the candle burns, the height decreases. Okay? So about what would you expect the height of a candle to be after burning 2 hours and 40 minutes? Well, 2 hours, that's 120 minutes, right? Plus the 40, that's 160 minutes. So in reality, it could be anywhere from 2 centimeters to completely gone, right? Okay. All right, so what you're doing today, and I'm going to show you the questions. There's only 4 or 5 of them on this paper. It says, Debbie conducted a survey of 25 fifth grade students. She collected data on the number of hours they studied each week during the school year and the score of the last benchmark assessment. Debbie created a scatter plot to represent the data she collected. So you're going to look and you're going to answer these questions. How many students studied for 7 hours or more each week? So 7 hours or more. So you're going to count all of these students. Okay? So you're going to count all of those dots. That's the number. How many students scored a 70 or higher on their benchmark? So you're going to find the 70 and you're going to count the dots. How many hours a week did the student win with the lowest benchmark score study? Well, the lowest benchmark score is right here. So you're going to look and see how many hours they studied. Okay. How many students studied for 6 hours each week? So you're going to find 6 hours and you're going to count. How many students made 100 on the benchmark exam? Okay? All right, and then the last two questions. It says, Ms. Thompson's wanted to know the amount of class time that he gave students to study affected their scores. The scatter plot below shows the results. What kind of relationship between the class study time and test scores is shown on the scatter plot? So it says no correlation, meaning doesn't matter. Positive correlation, meaning it was positive change, meaning they made better. Negative correlation, meaning the scores were actually worse, or positive then negative. So think about how long they studied and what they scored. So the longer you studied, what happens? Okay? And then what prediction can be made based on the information gathered? So look at what the trend is. What's going to happen? Okay? What kind of pattern are you going to see? Okay? All right. So if you have any questions, send me a message on Clever. I can go over this with you later this afternoon when I have a free period. If you need, just let me know, but you need to let me know before 1 o'clock so I can schedule a meeting because my time starts at 1:30. Okay? All right. Good luck.